Hello. Regular viewers of the Incredibly Strange Film Show will know that we like to emphasise the strange. This week, however, we'll be meeting a man who can quite honestly be called incredible. This is downtown Kowloon, where he's directing his latest movie, The Miracle, set in Hong Kong in the 1930s. A film he's also written, he's producing, he's starring in, and, as if that wasn't quite enough, is also doing all his own incredible stunts. The Incredibly Strange Film Show proudly presents Mr. Jackie Chan.
我係差人。
Is an amazing city, perhaps the most amazing thing about it being the weather. This is the middle of the summer. So if you're expecting beautiful travelogue-style shots of crowded street markets and the sun glinting off Hong Kong's many beautiful skyscrapers, then you can forget it. It has been chucking it down by the bucket load since we got here. Anyway, you don't want to hear about my problems or the weather. You want to hear the amazing story of Jackie Chan, and what a tale it is. This is a clip from Armour of God, Jackie's all-time box office record breaker, a kind of Chinese Raiders of the Lost Ark. But Jackie's a lot more than just an oriental Harrison Ford. You wouldn't catch Harrison doing this. You see, Jackie insists on always doing his own stunts. Stunts that, when added to his own special brand of comedy and action, have assured him a legion of adoring fans. Jackie is big business. His 10 most recent films have earned over $150 million, and he can add to his extraordinary film career a string of hit albums, a couple of clothes shops, a high-tech gym, and a massive sponsorship deal with Mitsubishi Cars, all masterminded by Jackie with his partner, Willie Chan.
I'm lucky I'm becoming a star. Then I know the audience. I'm not handsome. I'm not something different.
Well, I don't know, I think some girls outside might say you were a bit handsome, Jackie.
And I just do the audience like me, just see my movement, maybe my funny face, and these kind of things. So this is why I know the audience, they come in to see me. It's to see Jackie Chan. It's not see the double. So this is why I decide to do the dangerous stunt myself.
Jackie, it's more the boy next door, you know, the underdog. And if he succeeds, it's only because of his hard work and perhaps an element of luck. And I think the audience accepts that. It becomes easy for them to identify with Jackie. They sort of say to them, well, if this big-nosed guy, this ugly guy can make it, well, it gives them hope, you know, that they, too, maybe someday can make it.
anytime when I'm doing the stunt, I hate standing upstairs, waiting. Ready? Wait a minute, the lighting. Wait a minute. I said, God damn it. Then I'm coming down. I don't want to standing there to waiting. If you keep waiting, keep thinking, what happened? Maybe my arm will broke. Maybe my leg. Probably I would die. Probably. No, many things you think. If you're in downstairs, everything okay? When I go upstairs, rolling, okay? Then I go inside, okay, rolling! You forget all the things. You just do it. Yeah. You just do it. You just do it. Just do it.
Why is Jackie the big success that no one else is?
Well, geez, in America, at any rate, he brings back the sort of thrills that I imagine early audiences got out of the works of, say, Charlie Chaplin or Buster Keaton, because, I mean, these films are shot silently, so basically it's a completely physical experience that we haven't seen the likes of since those early days. And he has the same sort of humor and enjoyment of life and energy that those silent comedians had.
Although Jackie was born in China, his parents emigrated to Australia when he was very young, not returning here to Hong Kong with him until he was 7. They then enrolled him in a Chinese drama academy where he studied the classical forms of fighting, acting, singing and dancing that is known as Peking opera. Like so much of old Hong Kong, these schools have all but disappeared, but a new film called Painted Faces is all about Jackie and the Peking opera troupe he performed with called The Seven Little Fortunes.
In the film, the young Jackie is given the rather unflattering nickname Big Nose.
The Peking Opera School is it's kind of unknown to the English audience. I had no idea what a Peking Opera School would be like. What did you study there?
Studied there, I was I sleep there, eat there, I lived there, and my father moved to Australia, so I just stay in the school. We pay at that time $30 for a month, and just from 5 o'clock in the morning training until midnight, 12 o'clock. Just keep on training.
Babe， 哇，你做咩啊？話到冤有面，打過。1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8。出嚟㗎！好聽啊！一字馬。
We have many different teachers. Some teacher teach you how to sing. Some teacher teach you fight, punch. Some teacher teach you kicking, knife fight. Everything.
These are all traditional skills.
Yes. Right on the contract, if I hit you, if you die, it's okay. Yes.
There's some great fights in the playground there.
As you can see, Jackie isn't the only one who throws himself around. His hand-picked team of stuntmen are absolutely vital to his success, and they not only perform, but also help Jackie to choreograph exhausting sequences like this.
一撞埋嚟走，我飛身揸住個橫額撕斷，斷到兩邊，叉一路落，你知唔知啊？叉，但係要一路呢個好大工程啦，即係你明唔明白係一路難啊。
Here they are with Jackie on the set of his new movie, planning the final fight scene, which must be not only exciting, but also innovative if Jackie is to keep ahead of the competition.
喺度收得好撚辛苦啊！
一撞咗佢落車，呢度一落車架車，一閃，轟個車碌撚咗落去，即係唔好話連人帶車飛落去。I have 17 stuntmen. Everyone give me one idea tomorrow. Then 17 idea coming back, no good. Then the set almost done. Then they're coming back again. They look because the audience always want to see Jackie something new. Very difficult. Been fighting 30 years. 100 Hong Kong fighting movie. Everybody wants new. Why I'm different? So very difficult. But I try very hard.
Jackie, one of the things that I found when I watched the movies is the action is so fast, the fights are so fast, it's almost unbelievable. You must speed them up, surely?
No, we are not. A lot of people thinking we're speeding up. It's not. Because we're fighting, we're training all my stunt guys almost every day. We know. Right now, we should speed slower. It's very difficult for us is because the company said the Western people, they can see. When I fight with the American stunt guy, like a 3-punch, see? Our stuntman can do this reaction, boom, boom, boom. No, bang, down, down. But after I 3-punch, the American stuntman first reaction.
Yeah.
See, bang, bang, bang. So why I speed quick? I'm quick enough. See? Why I'm now?
Almost so.
You know, now what we're doing just bang, bang, bang.
Yeah.
We speed up slow.
This is the Shaw Brothers studio, which for many years dominated Hong Kong cinema with the traditional and, by today's standards, old-fashioned kind of martial arts movies that Jackie grew up watching. In the early 70s, most kung fu movies were shot here, and in fact, if you're a fan, you've probably seen this street hundreds of times. It was at that time that Jackie started to work as a bit-part actor, stuntman and martial arts choreographer. But ironically, today, it's Jackie's own movies that keep this place going.
This enormous set recreates the city of Shanghai in the 1930s, where Jackie Chan's new film, The Miracle, takes place.
Back in the 70s, when you were first starting out, did you shoot any movies here at Shaw Brothers?
Yes, that was a long time ago. I was stuntman here before. After I worked with Golden Harvest, I think after 6 years, 7 years.
About how many movies did you make?
Oh, totally. When I was 7 child actor,
When you were doing the stunt work? And
if with my child movie, I think more than 100.
100 movies?
Yes.
When you were back here doing the stunts and stuff and you weren't acting or didn't have big parts, did you ever think you'd be back here starring and maybe directing as well?
I don't know. And that time I just, the timing is not so good. Sometimes the action movie coming up, everybody want to watch the action movie. But they finally, almost every movie is same. Fighting, fighting, fighting. No reason fighting. Why you look at me, then keep fighting. Fight 10 minutes, the audience get boring.
You can't underestimate the importance of Bruce Lee in martial arts cinema. It was his popularity that created an international market for kung fu movies, and his death in 1973 threw the Hong Kong industry into a panic. Studios searched desperately for a replacement, and it seemed as if anyone who could throw a decent punch was offered a chance, which was how Jackie came to star in his first movie, The New Fist of Fury, billed as the new Bruce Lee, which he quite patently wasn't.
I think we had a list once of about 25 guys with names like Bruce Lai, Bruce Le, Bruce Ree, Bruce... A lot of Bruces and a lot of Lees. There was Dragon Lee, there was Conan Lee, there's Bronson Lee, that was one of our favorites. And recently they've had a Bruce Ree come out, B-L-U-S, you know, it just, everybody was supposed to be the new Bruce Lee or the resurrected Bruce Lee or the reincarnated Bruce Lee.
Jackie's early films, 8 in 2 years, were not successful, and the company he worked for would almost certainly have given up on him if he hadn't been under contract for a few more movies. But instead of making those films with him, they loaned him out to another company, and there his rise to stardom began.
Sit still. Oh, fool. A fart for the Stick King. That's called hungry dog eats shit. Huh? Damn you.
Jackie started kung fu comedy. You know, he wants to show the audience that if I beat you, it's only because maybe of my hard work or my luck. You know, a lot of things helped me. He showed the kids, the audience, that if you punch somebody, sure you hurt that somebody, but you get hurt yourself too. You know, it's a comic approach to the whole thing. Nobody can be as good as Bruce. Even in reality, you can be better, you fight better, you kick better. You can never be Bruce, you know. So let's make kung fu comedy, you know. Let's give it another treatment. And I guess he just, what do you say, hit the nail on the head? Yeah.
Get out of the way! What's going on? This is no place to run a race.
No one does kung fu comedy better than Jackie Chan, and this is my favourite scene from his 1983 smash, Project A.
Who is it?
There he is!
I know that you do your own stunts as an actor, but also you're directing the movie, you're writing the movie, you're producing the movie. So if something goes wrong with you, then basically there is no movie. So how on earth do you get insurance when you're doing these kind of incredibly dangerous stunts?
Many years ago, I have insurance. But after I do a couple of dangerous stunts, the insurance stopped. Now, including my stuntman, nobody insurance, no company.
Of course, I would like him to take more precautions when he's doing the stunts. When I say take more precautions, because I've given up trying to ask him not to do his own stunts anymore, because it's hopeless. He will never listen to me. So all I can do is to, make him take more caution, take more precautions.
But with all the precautions in the world, accidents can happen. And while filming Armour of God in Yugoslavia, Jackie suffered a near-fatal one. For Jackie, this seemed a comparatively easy stunt, and take one went without a hitch, but he insisted on going for it again, with disastrous consequences.
Let me see that again. What actually happened there? So the stunt is you have to get to the wall, yeah?
Yes, I was missed. Then
You missed the branch.
Yeah, from. The camera, another camera angle was here. If the cameraman can push me a little bit, I can save. But he take the camera, run away.
He'd rather save the camera than you. That's not. Does he still work with you, or you fire him?
No, he's Yugoslavian.
Well, that's the Yugoslavians for you.
Yeah, if Hong Kong cameraman, they know.
They catch you.
They catch me. He just moved the camera.
What did you do? You hit your head?
I hit my head in the rock.
And how seriously were you injured?
Right now, I think nothing. But at that time, all my stuntmen crying. My manager crying.
I read in one of the newspaper reports that there was some of your skull lodged near your brain after this. Is that true? Some of the bone is near your brain?
Now have a hole. Hole, they take off the bone, they put the plastic.
This. Oh yeah, there's
a hole.
There's a hole in your head.
If you feel this.
Now I know why you can't get insured. Yeah. Yeah, it's vibrating.
Huh?
That's you should be. You could work with Paul Daniels or something.
So right now, when I'm fighting, I'm very concentrate.
Yeah.
In this side. So this one, my hand. Or when you're fighting, the stuntman can be missed.
Yes.
I really scared this side because I scared sometimes. Pop, pop, gone.
What about? But when you did the stunt, let me stop this for a second. When you actually had that accident, didn't you think maybe, well, look, I'm successful. I've made my money. I can't be any more famous, really. You are world famous already. Didn't you think maybe I'll give it up and have a nice, quiet life?
No. This is my life. I love to making a movie.
Jackie's films are popular and fun to watch, but not always fun to make. He can be a very demanding director.
We were on the location and Jackie told me one day, in the next shot you would have to bounce off. I just looked at him and said, you're joking. And I went, no, you're serious. No, I'm not going to do it, no. And I just burst into tears and started crying. And I said, no, don't make me do that, I'm so scared.
I said, okay, you do it. You're crazy. What do you think? I'm a woman. Crying. I said, okay. Then I said, are you stubborn? No, I'm do it. Then she do it.
Let's have a look at the other stunt, the one where she's running through the shell.
I tell Maggie, if any happen, we get married.
And did you?
No, yeah, I say that.
But did you get married?
No.
so you didn't keep your promise?
No, because nothing happened.
Well, she had an accident.
Yes, but
not bad enough.
If you, this
let's
one.
see. Let's see. This is Police Story 2, yeah?
Yes. Boom.
Let's see that again. Was that the first take?
Yeah, the first. The second take.
So she'd already done it once.
Jackie wasn't on my location. He was doing something else. And they just asked me to do that shot. I didn't really want to do it at the time because I didn't have much confidence. But then I did it, and the timing was wrong. The things, it's like the dominoes, you know, how they fall off one by one.
Suddenly the director come, make you get hurt. I said, okay, get hurt, take a rest. No, real hurt. I said, what happened? Almost see the bomb. I said, where is she? In the hospital. Oh, I was scared, really scared.
So how badly hurt were you?
I had 17 stitches on my head and I stayed in the hospital for a week.
This is another stunt that went disastrously wrong. These guys were supposed to land on that specially prepared car. Instead, they landed in hospital.
With all the accidents, have there ever been any deaths on the set? Have any stuntmen ever died filming with you?
Not die, but almost.
Jackie's audience are well aware of just how dangerous his stunts are, and for the last few years he's ended his movies with a selection of mistakes and outtakes.
How important is it for you to be successful in America?
Right now is not that important. 7 years before, I tried very hard to get in the American market because I know I have an Asian market, I have a Japan market, and so this is why I want to break in the American market. So this is why I try to make first. I make like Big Brawl, Battle Creek Brawl.
Battle Creek Brawl was Jackie's first attempt to break into the lucrative American market. But deprived of his own stunt team and the level of control he was used to, neither the action nor the comedy were up to his usual standards.
The directors that they have paired him with, the American or English or European directors that they have paired him with, have never been to his level of quality, even as a director. I mean, Jackie's a far better director of himself than anybody else, but even worse, they give him a director who just doesn't understand what Jackie does, and then sometimes I get the impression they don't even understand what they do as directors.
I try to get in Cannonball 1, Cannonball 2. I hope the audience go to the theater, see Burt Reynolds, Samuel David Jr. Ah, this is Jackie.
Cannonball Run was a huge success, but unfortunately for Jackie, there were just too many stars to choose from, and once again, he failed to make the international impact he longed for.
How about Cannonball Run? How well did that suit Jackie?
It suited him fine, except since it was such a quick film. I mean, The director of the director of that film, Hal Needham, always liked to do things. He was known for doing shots very, very quickly. So again, Jackie didn't have an enormous amount of time to set up really spectacular stunts. It was just, I mean, he was working on sand, which is very difficult to leap and kick from anyway. So he just knocked out a couple of motorcycle guys. It's the closest thing America has gotten to Jackie's ability.
Cannonball made a lot of money for the production company, but unfortunately it's too small a role for Jackie. Jackie likes to be in control of everything in his movies. There are no unions here, there's nothing. I mean, the director is the biggest thing. So Jackie is involved with the script writing, with the editing, with the shooting, with the martial arts choreographing, everything, casting, everything. In America, it's so specialized. Jackie was just an actor. He was not even the martial arts director. He had no say in the whole movie.
So, for the moment at least, Jackie has shelved his plans for world movie domination and instead is concentrating on the market and audience he knows best. Jackie's not only a respected and accomplished filmmaker, he's also a mega heartthrob. And there's one thing that no Jackie Chan film set would be complete without, and that's a complement of giggling fans like this group who have flown in from Japan specially for the occasion.
Everywhere we've been since we've been out here, we have seen Jackie fans.
Yes.
Mainly it seems from Japan who've come to see him. Now, how popular is he? Does he have a fan club?
He sure does. And his membership now is more than 12,000, I think. But the stronghold being Japan. I mean, the fans in Japan are just crazy about Jackie.
Well, I'm a bit nervous, I'm a bit late, but I managed to get in to what is probably the biggest event in Hong Kong this evening. You guessed it, it's Jackie Chan's 35th birthday party. And not only is Jackie buying dinner for me, but also all of his stuntmen, the biggest stars in Hong Kong cinema, and, of course, his ubiquitous Japanese fans. One, two, three. Happy birthday, Jackie! Why do you like Jackie Chan? What have you got him for his birthday? Have you bought him a gift? What did you buy him? A nice shirt. What did you buy him? A what? A doll.
My heart.
Oh, your heart. Oh, that's nice.
What about you? Do you have a present for Jackie?
Same.
The same? You all want to give Jackie your heart? How much longer can you keep doing the stunts?
I think 3 more years or 4 more years. Depends how good I am. I like to doing action. You know, I like to kind of like a show off. I have a lot of things to show to audience what I can do.
Talk me through this stunt then. There's something like this which is kind of crucial to all of your films. This is Police Story 2, I think.
Yes.
How much planning went into this scene?
Almost 1 week.
Unbelievable risk you're taking there. You could have got killed, couldn't you?
Yes. I almost get killed by my own stuntman.
So that van hit you?
Yes.
And that's someone you employ?
Yes. I'm lucky.
Maybe you should find some better drivers to work for you, Jackie.
No, I tell because a couple of times he's scared. He just stopped right away, not hit me, just. I said, because shoot on the street, a lot of people seeing just Jackie, sign, you know, they yelling at, quiet, filming, come on, hit me. Then he hit me. Almost died.
What did you say to him?
Good job. Yeah, good job. He was sorry. I said, no, good job. Someday I die. The history book, movie history book. The John Wayne, the Bruce Lee, the Jackie. Enough. If you have too much money, nothing. After you die, nobody knows. So this is why I hope someday I make good movie. Can put in the Chinese, not the international Chinese museum. Movie. Yeah, yes. I'm quite happy.
There are so many great moments in Jackie's films that it's almost impossible to choose just one. But we'll leave you with this incredible scene from Police Story, where Jackie is being pursued by bad guys through this shanty town, all of which was purpose-built for this one stunt.
And you can see those death-defying stunts in full in Project A, the film that kicks off the Jackie Chan season, Monday night on 4 at midnight 35.
Keep A